brother.
Good afternoon, Gump. Episode 11. Ice cold Bud Light.
Nothing new under the sun.
Just the same old shit.
Yep. Same shit, different day.
How about that fucking mouth breather? Mouth breather.
A mouth breeder?
Yeah, you fucking mouth breeder. No, mouth breather.
Looking very submissive and breedable today, brother.
Anyway, about that mouth breather at Hong Kong at supper.
Oh, yeah. So me and Aubrey went uptown, get some Chinese food, walk in there. Only one other guy in this joint. This motherfucker looked like 320 pounds or more.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 325. Because, of course, you have such an accurate eyeball.
Yeah, I don't think he was more than 300. But anyway.
Oh, did you see the fucking dump truck that guy was dragging behind him?
Yeah, that's true. His sweatpants were extra large.
One of his thighs would have weighed as much as me.
That's true.
Anyway, he had a mustache, too, when he sat down.
Oh, yeah.
Like a fucking Ned Flanders.
Had the whole Ned Flanders mustache, and then the ugliest fucking bowl cut with like a like bright blonde on top. It was hideous.
This guy is just disgusting. Wearing like a fucking like a Spider-Man t-shirt or some shit, whatever the fuck it was. And he's sitting over in one corner. We literally sit in the exact opposite corner of the restaurant just to get away from this fucking prick. And he's sitting there. And he just yells from across the restaurant because there's no one else in there. He just yells at the lady, "Hey, can I get another Coke?"
Yeah, that. Did you hear him burping?
Yeah, well, he got his fucking Coke.
Burping and...
Yeah, he's sucking down... He's like sucking down Coca-Cola like it's going out of style.
It's fucking
and he's
gross.
just burping and snotting and coughing like a... I don't know what... If this guy...
Meanwhile, I'm drinking Bud Light and burping over here.
Well, yeah, but this is different.
Yeah. We're having a meal, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, come on. You're going to ruin my appetite. If you're listening to this and eating a meal, well, sorry.
Well, that's your fault.
Aubrey's mouth breathing probably puts off your appetite.
I'm a terrible mouth breather.
Because your nose
I have a sinus condition.
Yeah, you just want a nose job. It's just an excuse to get a nose job. Every California girl is like, yeah, I have a sinus problem.
Actually, I should get a nose job, maybe.
No, I like your nose. It's all fucked up. Love it. It's cute.
Looking
submissive and breedable.
All
today,
fucking
brother.
sideways. Oh, appreciate it, Gump. You kind guy, you.
Anyway, this big fat fuck goes up to pay, and he he gets his debit card out or whatever. It's tap, and he somehow fucks it up. He's like, "Oh, I messed up."
Yeah.
And Ob's like, "Oh yeah, he messed up coming into this restaurant."
I was like, "Yeah, you messed up coming into this Hong Kong restaurant, boy."
He almost said it. He said it kind of loud. Like I'm pretty sure he
probably heard, yeah,
because he was right behind us. We were right up next to the till.
Well, what was he gonna do, looking like Paul Blart?
He didn't look like Paul Blart's a national treasure. You take that back. Doesn't look anything like that. Speaking of which, I did mention this to you before in the restaurant because we thought this guy looked like Paul Blart. If you go on YouTube, you can find videos of people synchronizing the Paul Blart number 2 movie with Dark Side of the Moon, the album, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. And they call it the Blart Side of the Moon. And it's actually great. There's like one scene where he walks into like this big... huge convention or this like casino thing and like money starts playing. Boom, boom, and it's like perfect. It lines right up because that's the theme. That's the theme of that scene. So it's great.
That's a great tune. Money. Boom, boom, boom.
Get your hands off my stack.
Get your hands off my stack.
Don't fucking worry what I'm doing. Why don't you focus on what you're doing? Broke ass motherfucker.
Broke ass bitch.
He on some Radio Shack dinosaur radio shit.
Radio Shack dinosaur. Good movie. Like we haven't fucking talked about.
Yeah, like we haven't talked about it for the last 5 episodes straight.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It's a good
If anybody hasn't
flick.
watched the 2007 Transformers,
you should have watched it by now. We've talked about it so much.
Worth the watch.
Oh yeah, that's a great film. Yeah. So I started watching some Bob Ross again.
Nice.
The other day.
I went through a phase where I was, just dove into the YouTube videos of Bob Ross and I was there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude. They're really relaxing.
Oh, like you can fall asleep to them.
Dude, it's like a lullaby for like strung out adults.
Yeah.
That's what Bob Ross is.
That's exactly what that is.
It's so good. I think one time we did some party where it was like a Bob Ross themed party. Someone had bought all the equipment and the canvases and the paint and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then we put on a Bob Ross on a VHS, like, mind you, which is pretty funny.
Somebody had a VHS of it?
Yeah. I don't know where they got it. Probably a thrift store or
That's
something.
worth millions.
I don't know if VHS is really that hip, but anyway.
Not yet.
Not yet. So we're doing shit. It's like, oh, we got to draw the stream with like these trees and shit. And mine is like, looks like dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
But I heard if you like actually follow the videos and like kind of try and follow what he's doing, you can come out with a pretty decent little picture.
Other people did. Not me, though.
Yeah, but it's probably better than if you were to just try and do it from skull.
Yes, if I just did it from my own imagination, it would have been fucked.
Yeah.
I basically followed everything he did, all the lines and stuff, but I'm not nearly as precise as Mr. Ross.
Or have that artistic touch as Mr. Ross.
Mr. Ross.
Happy little accidents.
Yeah, I think that's what you were.
Yeah. You were a cranky little accident.
Fuck you. You're still cranky. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Bob Ross after parties.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'd get real drunk at a party. And, like, usually this would be at the establishment. I'd stay over there and, like, after getting drunk.
Fire up some Bob Ross.
Some Bob Ross.
I forgot we watched a lot of Bob Ross there.
Yeah. It's a good fucking time.
Bro, there's a fucking wasp in here.
Yeah, there's fucking wasps in here.
Gee, oh shit.
Dude,
all right.
Close the fucking...
All right.
Close that window. They're flying in through the window. Son of a bitch.
Where is he?
Get him!
Shoot him!
Don't knock the camera over! Get him! Holy fuck!
Did I piss him off?
Yeah, you didn't hit him. He's just mad. Now he's gonna really sting me.
Alright, you mother. I got him! Where'd he go?
I hear him buzzing.
No, that's this far.
That's just the windows?
Where'd that fucking wasp go, dude? I nailed him out of the air.
I don't know. He's probably hurting.
Oh, there he is.
Get him.
Alright.
Alright. That's awesome.
That's some quality content right there.
Honestly, the wasps this year have been so bad.
Oh.
They've come out of the fucking walls. They come out of the ground, they come out of the walls. Getting fucking stung everywhere I walk.
That was intense.
It's kind of like having sex while you're camping. It's fucking intense.
I didn't even hear him. I just seen him. He was sitting right there by your arm. And I was like, oh, fuck.
I thought it was just a fly at first. What was I talking about? Anyway, getting drunk, watch Bob Ross.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation to you if you need a little zest in your life.
Absolutely.
Get drunk, watch Bob Ross. You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
That was a wild ride.
That was a wild ride. Fucking swinging at dump bees. Dirty old dump bees stinging us.
Attacked by a whole swarm of dirty old dump bees.
Fucking ridiculous. I was not expecting that.
Well, if you're wondering how we keep our mostly male demographic, it's because we make retarded and homophobic content.
Yes.
I realized that earlier.
Yeah. That's our brand.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, genitals. That's our brand. We make retarded content for retards and homophobic content for homophobes.
That's right. Not that we're homophobic.
No,
but our content
But
is.
there is a demographic of people who don't like gay people.
That ain't us.
That ain't us. We're not part of that demographic.
We're just trying to tap into all parts of society.
We can make money by selling this shit to people who have horrible opinions.
Exactly.
That's basically what Fox News does.
We're Fox News.
Fox News. Oh, we'll have to start a Monday politics show called Fox News.
I don't even know how to talk politics.
Perfect. You think these fucking retards do?
Perfect. You're perfect for politics.
Fucking Yeah. That's all politics is. It's just pretending like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Bullshitting. It's professional bullshitting. But anyone...
That's kind of what this is. Except we're not professional.
This is amateur level bullshitting. This is amateur hour for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But it's just like amateur porn. Like professional porn.
Where are you going with this?
Listen, professional porn, it's all right, whatever. But you can tell it's mass produced. It's missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas amateur porn it's got that homemade quality.
Well, it's got that flair.
It's got that flair. These are real people.
That's right.
Real stories.
Fuck, maybe
real buttholes.
The people probably love each other. It's the love.
It's missing the love.
That's what professional porn is missing. It's way too business. Amateur porn.
It's all business, no love. And that's just like Fox News. It's all business, no love.
That's right.
Us, we're all about the
Here
love.
on Brothers Radio, we're all about love.
We're the podcast of brotherly love.
Oh. Not that we're amateur. Oh, God.
What?
How did we tie that all together so well?
I don't know. What did you? Now people are going to think we're amateur porn artists?
Well, with that mustache, we could be.
Yeah, no doubt. I did shave the rest of my face, but I kept the mustache because I'm going for that like Howard Hughes vibe.
Yeah,
You ever watch The Aviator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for that vibe.
You're right there.
Yeah, except I'm fucking blind, so I can't fly planes. Life's a bitch.
You need two things to be a proper pilot: good eyesight and a killer mustache.
So I got 1 out of 2, but the mustache isn't really...
That kind of shoots my theory, though, because Tom Cruise was clean-shaven in Top Gun. And
That's
every
true.
fighter pilot I've ever seen, like an actual one on TV, is always
Clean-shaven.
clean-shaven, so... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
What the fuck are we talking about here?
I got a really good story. I probably told you this one before, but I just remembered this the other day. I thought this will get some laughs on the old pod. So back in university, it was probably 2018, I want to say. 2018, 2019, can't remember. I got hanging out with these couple of dudes. This guy like plays guitar. Well, not really that well, but he can play guitar. And this other guy was a drummer. And they invited me to come jam with them, right? So I go jam with them, whatever. We're hanging out, having a good time. And afterwards, after jamming, guy's like, "Oh yeah, there's some big party on the west side of campus in the west residences. You should come over there with me." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay." So I go to, I'm like, "Oh, I'll get some pre-drinks, whatever." So quick drive over to the liquor store, and I picked him up first because he was like, "Oh, I got to go buy some liquor too." So
Pre-drink, so I picked up a 36 rack.
I went over there, and just for some reason,
I'm having a
well, he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually out of money," and I'm like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, my checks haven't come in yet." I'm like, "Oh, well,
that sucks. How are you gonna buy beer?"
How are you gonna buy beer then? He's like, "Well, I was hoping you'd buy for me." I'm like, "Well, I'm not buying beer." He's like, "How about a bottle of vodka?" I was like, "All right, fine, I'll buy a bottle of vodka. Fuck it." I'm already questioning, what's going on here? I'm getting swindled. So I'm buying the cheapest bottle of liquor, just get him the drunkest for $15, right? So I buy a bottle of Smirnoff or something.
I don't know if I've ever heard the story, actually.
Well, you'll hear, by the end, you'll remember it.
All right. So
anyway, we go over to his place. We plunk around on some acoustic guitars for a bit, drink some vodka, and like, oh yeah, it's 9:30 or whatever, 10 o'clock. Let's go over to the bar there, or over to this party.
That house party.
This big house party. So it's like -30 outside. It's fucking freezing, and it's probably a 2-kilometer walk all the way to the other side of campus. So we're freezing to death.
Those are the best, though.
And I'm like drunk out of my mind already, like drinking straight vodka out of a cup for the last 2 hours. So we're stumbling through the snow and like down just talking bullshit to basically keep ourselves from freezing to death.
Yeah.
And we get there, we go up to their place, walk into these guys' apartment frat room thing, whatever their what do we call it, their residence apartment. Walk in there. The first thing I notice is they've clad the entire living room, all the walls, with beer boxes.
Like different kinds? Or
different kinds of beer boxes.
Nice.
And just stapled them to the fucking... But I was like, well, all right. But If you want to like telegraph to any women you bring in here that you guys are just fucking animals, there you go. They'll know instantly. You guys are fucking scungy.
Exactly.
So they staple a bunch of beer boxes to the ceiling and the roof and everywhere else. I'm like, oh fuck, what party did this guy bring me to? I'm already iffy about hanging out with this guy because he's making me buy him vodka. and then he brings me to this place where it's like a bunch of frat boys.
Oh, geez.
Anyway, and I walk in, right? There's like a bunch of them playing Fortnite because Fortnite was kicking off at the time.
Yeah.
And they're trying to, get a W and all that shit. Let's go! Because they're fucking Zoomers or whatever. I get talking with these guys and just start drinking some more and find out one of them's from Three Hills, actually. I'm like, oh, no way! And anyway, start feeling a bit of tummy trouble because I've just been drinking straight vodka for 3 hours.
Yeah. I know where this story goes.
So I'm like, oh, no. I don't really want to be here. I'm like, I'll be right back. So I go over to their bathroom, chuck my guts into the toilet, all over the place, the floor, the toilet. It wasn't very clean. I'm not proud of myself. I get up, I try and clean it up best I can, whatever, which is to say I just hit the flush and walked away. And walk over to the sink, clean myself off,
You piece of shit.
It gets worse. So I'm standing there looking in the mirror like, where did you get yourself into? There's like literally, I don't have a commonality with any of these people in this frat house. I don't even want to be here. I'm throwing up, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just leave their toilet all fucked up. And I notice, out of the corner of my eye, on the counter there, some guy has left a bunch of quarters, dimes, and nickels. I don't know if he's unloading his pocket after he had a shower or something like that, and just left it on the fucking counter. I looked at that, I'm like
how much?
Well, there's no one else. It's probably fucking $1.05 in total, like nothing. There's no money, right? There's $1.05 worth of quarters and dimes and shit. So I just look at this and I look around. Obviously, the door's closed. No one else around except my reflection in the mirror.
Yeah.
So I just scoop it up, put it in my pocket. I open the door. I come out of there. I says, all right, boys, well, it's getting a little late. I got a test tomorrow. I didn't actually. I think tomorrow was gonna be a Saturday, so they knew I was bullshitting, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I got to go, boys. And they're like, oh, well, thanks for coming. Stop by anytime. I'm like, yeah, I'll try and do that. And I walk out the door and I fucking book it down the hallway. Like, I'm thinking, oh, man, this is the biggest heist ever. That guy's going to be so pissed when he finds out he lost his 5 fucking dimes.
Lost his $1.37.
Whatever it was. Bunch of fucking pocket change. So I run down the hallway and I run back to my place in the minus 30.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how I got back
well,
there.
I guess you're running down the street. Or
yeah, like on campus
street,
ran on the street, just booking it, keeping warm, I guess, because I was running so fast. The next morning, I wake up and that fucking native guy messaged me back, and he's like, hey man, yeah, that was a lot of fun last night. Do you want to come over to my place and we'll get drunk again? I'm like, again? I got fucking drunk last night, like really drunk. He's like, yeah, well, I still don't have any booze, and you still have that half bottle of vodka. And I'm like, no, I'm good. He fucking messaged me to come over to bring him booze.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm like, go fucking ram it, bud. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I thought maybe he'd be like, hey, you want to come over and clean up?
No, it wasn't that guy's. It wasn't that guy's apartment. We went to some other places, some other dude's place. So this was just some mutual guy that he knew, some other party animals. I never did see those guys again on campus, thankfully. I don't even really remember their faces anyway. So.
Yeah, they probably didn't remember.
They just probably figured it was one of them that threw up in there anyway. That place was a sty.
Oh, I believe
fucking pizza crust on the coffee table, and someone spilt fucking Mountain Dew in the kitchen. I hope that was Mountain Dew.
Just absolute squalor.
Oh, it's just, yeah, fucking pubic hair rolling around like tumbleweeds. It's awful. It's just an awful place.
They probably never did clean that puke up.
No, we probably just let her dry.
It was mostly vodka.
Mostly, yeah, it was sterile for sure. Alcohol killed everything in my stomach, so.
Yeah, it killed everything in the bathroom. Probably just peeled the paint off the linoleum.
It was tile, actually. It wasn't bad.
Nice.
Perfect. Pretty nice residences there at MRU. Yeah.
Well, have you been yelling at the MRU Life Instagram page?
Not lately, because they haven't posted anything really stupid. Another story from my college days. God, now I sound like an old man. This was only a couple of years ago. I had a roommate. He's from China. Laziest fuck you'd ever meet.
Yeah.
Like one of the laziest people I've ever met in my life, because his dad was some like millionaire realty speculator type guy. So he had bought his dad bought a bunch of apartments in San Diego right after the housing crash.
Yeah.
And made $5 million on it because the housing prices went through the ground, and then he bought them at cheap, and then they were at a reasonable price again. So he made a shitload of money speculating, and this guy's never even been in the country or into the United States or Canada or anything. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy, the little prince, he would never clean up his fucking dishes ever. Yeah. He would just let them stack up in the sink. I'm like, you want to do your dishes? Like, I have to fucking how am I supposed to get fucking water to boil pasta if the fucking sink is full of your dirty Chinese food dishes?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, sorry, I always had to hound him for shit. Well, how the residence works, like the residence system there, they have your RA, right? Your residence advisor, whatever the fuck. And they have to do an inspection every 2 months or whatever it is, like halfway through your semester, just to make sure you haven't put fucking holes in the drywall and that sort of shit. And so he's, and they want it to be like semi-clean, right? And he's like, hey, do you want to, should we just leave it until the next inspection? Like, should we just not clean anything up? And he has his room is just full of shit. Yeah. And the kitchen's a goddamn mess, and it's all his shit. He's like, yeah, well, why don't we just leave it? Because you get a second chance. If you fail your first inspection, you get another inspection. And then I'm like, no, just clean up your shit, and then we won't have to have 2 inspections. That way we don't have these fucking weirdos invading our house twice. Make it easy for them. Make it easy for yourself. Clean up your goddamn dishes, man. Yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. He had these strange ideas about Canadians, too. He for some reason, he thought, well, he was talking about his uncle or something had a hot tub.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, it's really awesome. Something I realize is most Canadians don't have hot tubs. I'm like, are you fucking retarded? Anyone who ever made any money in the oil patch bought a fucking hot tub with that money.
I can name 25 people with hot tubs.
Yeah. Everyone has a fucking hot tub. It's a thing. And he's like, oh, no one has a hot tub here. I'm like, what?
I mean, I don't have a hot tub.
It's because you don't talk to Canadians. The only people he talked to was other Chinese people, if that, because he was such a weird kid. Yeah. Never talked to anybody. He's just a miserable character.
Did he say any sort of other whack shit about Canadians?
No. Oh, he did say stuff about, because we were in downtown Calgary one time, because I'd always used to drive him down to Chinatown.
Yeah, yeah. Is that, where is Chinatown? Is that close to the...
Calgary.
Is that close to Calgary Tower?
Just north of that, pretty much. It's, it'll extend from McLeod in the east to, I think, 2nd Street Southwest. Yeah. So somewhere in there. There's lots of good stores and great places in there. And so anyway, we drive down there because he wanted to get fresh ingredients or whatever. He wanted to hear the pig squeal sort of ingredients. That's how fresh he wanted it. And we'd stop at this place and he'd get fucking Peking duck or whatever. And he'd buy me a tea. And he was talking about how... Oh, on the way there, we drove over one of them fucking the gay crosswalks.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I assume only gay people are allowed to cross there. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure what the rules are on those.
Speaking of all those gay crosswalks, which street, just by the Calgary Tower, is strictly just for walking? It's between the park.
That's Stephen Avenue.
Okay, Stephen Avenue. Yeah, there's that gay crosswalk. Well, everybody's been riding those scooters and just leaving black streaks down the fucking thing. It's covered in black streaks.
That's fucking
tire, from...
yeah, because those things will peel if you...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to put 1 foot off, get a little weight off it. Those things will fucking peel.
No, but I think they're just going as fast as they can and then just hitting the brakes, so it's just a line.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so this Chinese guy tells me, as soon as we drove over one of those things, he's like, you Canadians are really weak. And he's like, in my country, we should just kill these people. I'm like, what? Yeah, we should just fucking kill them. Well, see, that's why China has issues and Canada, lets Elton John play.
You should have street fought him.
No, I'm not gonna fight him over his opinion on gay crosswalks. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not my fight, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, in China, like I think it's not natural. All this other shit. I'm like, yeah, okay, but like Elton John's pretty cool. Like Elton John slaps, man.
What is natural?
Like what is get over yourself. You're just mad you can't get any pussy. So you're taking it out on guys who also don't get any pussy, but choose not to.
That's right. Getting bussy.
I'm getting pussy.
All right, I said it.
The bussy quota has been reached.
Tapped out. What's your thoughts on neck tattoos?
Hate them. It's disgusting.
Well, it's not disgusting.
I think it's disgusting. It looks like you're always wearing a handkerchief.
Yeah, but what if you always wear a handkerchief?
That's different, because that's actually a thing that you can take off at any time. But if you're like in the pool and you look like you're wearing a handkerchief, that looks hilarious. You're suntanning on the beach, you look like you got a fucking, like you're Sam Elliott in some old Western movie or some shit.
Got the neck toque on.
Yeah, you look stupid. I hate neck tattoos.
Yeah, I don't like anything on the neck or the
face.
chest.
Nothing on the face.
Yeah, nothing on the face. We're talking about women, of course.
Well, yes. I would just say face tattoos are stupid in general.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Yeah.
Unless you're hard as fuck and killed a man, then a teardrop is...
Yeah, unless you got it in prison.
That's badass.
Unless you got it in prison. Unless you went to prison because of tax fraud. That's not badass.
But that is commendable.
It's based.
It's based.
It's based, not badass.
Yeah, tattoos in general, I like them. But anything on the neck and chest,
Yeah.
not really my thing.
No, I like tattoos, but like kind of keep them private in a way. I like, or arms, like sleeve tattoos is good. Anything more than that gets a little
Arms,
excessive.
legs, torso.
Limbs.
But if you can, that's always been kind of my thing, and that's that old, like,
Crusty old man mentality.
Yeah, crusty old man mentality where, like, if I can throw on a long sleeve shirt and it's all covered up, I'm wearing pants, everything, like, no shorts. I mean, you'll never know.
Yeah.
I could be completely covered. I could, if I had my clothes off, I could look like I was wearing, shirts and pants, but they're all tattoos. But if I can cover that up with jeans and a long sleeve.
Wait. Would you get a tattoo of a t-shirt? Just have that Levi's shirt, just have that tattooed on your whole body.
Should I just get Levi's across my chest?
No, because that's a brand. What, are you owned by a fucking corporation?
Levi, holla at me. Holla at your boy.
Levi ain't a man. It's a soulless corporation. There ain't no one guy named Levi
Hey,
that
Levis.
owns the thing.
Levis, give me a call.
Levis.
I can
Venus.
get
Call it Mr. Venus of the...
Holla at your boy. I'll get it on my chest for $56,000.
Is that how much is left on your mortgage? Or Why, that seems like a very specific number.
All right. No, that just...
Break out the finances, brother. We're going to tell the story of your finances here tonight on Brothers Radio. I'll show you my student debt. You show me your mortgage.
And let's get weird.
You know what the best job ever is?
Professional booty rubber.
No, even better than that. Running a forklift.
I was forklift certified for a while.
Dude, I was never certified, but I have run the hell out of a forklift.
Hell yeah.
Love forklift.
I actually got certified. I think it only lasts like 3 years. You got to keep doing it. But I don't work at a job that...
that it requires you to use a forklift.
Yeah, or requires the need of a forklift certificate.
Right.
But I do run lots of skid steer with forks, and
It's pretty close. It's not the same,
close.
though, because it turns like a tank.
it's just not the
Forklift.
same.
Forklift is fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the forklift operators out there. You guys keep the world moving.
That's right. Without you, there'd be nothing.
Well, there'd be some stuff. It'd just be a lot
There'd
higher.
be nothing.
It'd be a lot higher and hard to reach.
Yeah. Oh, people just wouldn't put it up that high, so we'd have to spread it out.
Yeah, and the
With-
urban sprawl would increase.
Oh, that's right. We double the size of society just by not
Which is
having
really saying something, because you see like
having
these
forklifts.
stupid designed North American cities where there's like thousands of miles of suburb.
Oh, there's probably
Disgusting.
thousands of miles of aisles. Like just aisles in a Costco. How many miles of aisles in Costco?
Hey, realize, bitch. Who said that? Jay-Z? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, now the people are screaming. They're screaming.
Beats the fuck out of me who that was.
That's
You got the
Tupac.
computer in front of you.
Mr. Tupac.
It was Tupac?
Tupac. Mr.
Tupac?
Mr. Dos Fannies.
Dose Fanny. Anti-Fanny. Yeah, no, but probably...
How many thousands of miles of
Or how many
aisles?
miles of aisles in Costco?
Oh, uncountable. Well, it probably is countable. I just don't feel like walking that far.
Well, I'm going to step off an aisle next time in Costco, because they build every Costco the same,
Yeah.
in Canada at least.
Yeah.
And as long as, if
Do a
they're
little-
all the same layout, same size,
Yeah.
if I can get the length of one aisle and count how many aisles are in a Costco, math, and we're there.
Yeah. You can even let the calculator do it too.
Yeah.
It's basically just basic arithmetic.
Literally. And then we would have the miles of aisles in Costco.
Miles of
I
aisles.
do
What a stupid phrase. I love it though. I'm gonna write a song about that.
I do need to go on a Costco run though.
Yeah, when?
Soon. Like
I
yesterday.
need to buy some high chews.
Yeah.
So hit me up, brother.
6 or 7 bags of high chews.
Yeah. Love a high chew when I see it.
Problem is I go into Costco with half the things I really don't need, but I want.
Yeah. You know what I like? I like the clothing section in the Costco. Because you can just get like stoner jackets and sweatpants. It's really great.
Stoner sweatpants.
Stoner sweatpants, Cookie Monster pajamas. No, it's good. You can get Kirkland jeans.
Yep.
They're like real stretchy and shit.
Josh is a absolute fiend
For the
of the
Kirkland
Costco.
jean.
Oh yeah, loves them. Stretchy. I mean, the
Yeah, 'cause
guy's
they're-
built like a stick, so I don't know where he needs stretch.
Well, you mean he's such range of motion in his praying mantis legs that he needs the stretch
That's
to
right.
be able to get the range of motion right. Don't want to constrict.
Josh, if you're listening, which I know you are, can you please Snapchat me if you can touch your toes or not? Because I don't think you can.
This isn't live.
No, I know, but he's going to be listening soon.
No, once pretty much as soon as it's uploaded.
So I'll get a Snapchat. I'll probably like,
10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
or no, probably 10 tonight because we'll be putting it out probably
yeah.
fairly soon. It's
Yeah.
only
It's not
not even 6
not
yet.
even dark out yet. Yeah, we got to it pretty early today. You
Yeah.
got off work early, so
Got done work.
wicked.
Hell yeah.
Ah, sorry there, folks.
My apologies.
A bit of Bud
Ladies.
Light releasing its essence there. Hey, you know what pisses me off?
Not sure.
What makes me mad? It's really funny. There's all these rappers who make songs, like endless albums and songs, talking about their drug addiction problems and their suicidal tendencies and their depression and all this shit. And then they kill themselves with an overdose. And then all their fans go,
Didn't see that one coming. Gone too soon.
I can't believe he's good. What do you mean? This guy has been planning it, looks like, the last 5 years. He's
Bro.
been complaining about this shit for 5 years. Why are you surprised? This is how it was always going to end.
Literally, he's put out his album as a psychiatrist episode.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just cheaper to, well, it's better paying to put out an album you complaining about your problems than to go to a fucking psychiatrist and
Exactly.
talk to a dude. That doesn't pay. You can write music about your problems.
That's right.
Maybe make some dough off of it.
That's right.
And spend that dough on Xanax and Prozac and other illicit drugs.
And live
Those are legal
happily
drugs.
ever after.
Yeah, 6 feet under.
For all of eternity.
Anyway, that just makes me mad.
What's your thoughts on the soul?
Oh, I didn't know you were so philosophical, brother. Well,
No,
you go first. And then allow me to eviscerate you with facts and logic.
No, I don't think there's a soul. I think there's just we're all just compiled of experiences and the genetic makeup of all our ancestors, and here we are.
So we're just kind of like robots.
Yeah, we're just kind of like a strange combination of carbon and other elements.
I don't think it's that simple.
I'm afraid it is that simple.
Yeah?
Yeah, like we're searching for the meaning of life, yet it's right in front of our face.
Well, the meaning of life. What a bunch of horse shit. Meaning of life. Oh, what is the meaning? What do you mean? We take so seriously what the gods made for fun. What meaning? Why does there need to be a meaning?
That's
why
what
does
I'm
it?
saying.
Why does it have to make sense to our tiny pea brain? It doesn't have to make sense.
No, and it won't make sense.
And it won't ever make sense.
Well, it might.
No, we won't ever get to that stage.
No, I'll never get there.
Well, no, me neither. Not even humanity might. We won't get there, because by the time we have enough computing power to be able to understand grand physics at that scale, the human beings will have ceased to exist as we know them. You know, it's more than likely that people will just be plugged into a computer, like the Matrix and shit.
Do you think it'll be possible for us to one day just be traveling through space on a ship so we can avoid any sorts of danger, like the danger of living on a planet?
It's more dangerous to live in space, though.
Yeah, true.
What do you mean, like the entirety?
Well, like eventually...
You watched WALL-E recently, didn't you? That's why you asked.
No.
I think we'll be traveling.
No,
on
that's about pollution. That's some.
Yeah, but it's
different.
dangerous to live in a polluted
No,
planet.
but eventually the sun is going to kill us. I mean, that's billions of years
Well,
away.
we won't. We're not going to be able to make it that far. We'll have evolved into something so strange by that time, if we make it at all.
That's what I mean. What are we going to evolve into? Are we going to create
I think
a
we're
ship?
going back to monkey. We're going back to monkey, my man. I hope so. Anyway, fuck. I want to ooga some boogas. Smash some rocks.
Do you think we can go backwards? I sure hope so.
Yeah.
That's the end game.
Devolution. No, like, I'm pretty sure devolution is a thing that happens, dude.
Man, honestly, I'm excited to get back into the primordial soup.
My ass would have stayed in the primordial soup if I knew it was going to be days like this.
Primordial. What's primordial? Before the mordial?
Before Morty. An owl. Yeah. It's before Morty and Al. Primordial. I'm good with words.
Word
up. Oh, you know, Russell sent us a funny little thing the other day.
Did he?
He said,
Nice.
He said we should do an episode where it's just all of our girlfriends sitting around here
That's right.
talking shit about us. And they should call it Sisters Radio.
Well, Kylie and Kira already had that idea. They're going to call it Sisters
They were
Radio.
going to do a Sisters Radio.
Yeah. No. Sorry, Russell.
We'll call it Spouses Radio.
Yeah. We should have
Oh
Kaylin
my God, did you hear what Aubrey did?
We should have Kaylin and Moshit on here.
That'd be good, yeah. I don't, yeah, I wonder how that would go.
Kaylin, how was your day? Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
She would resent.
No, I'm just being a jerk.
No, she would resent coming. She would never come on the show, I don't think. It's not her game. It's not really ours either. We're not very good at it.
No, I suck at this game.
We kind of suck at this shit anyway.
Has Dad got the Dodge going out there?
Is that what that fucking racket is, or is it that Peterbilt out there?
It's probably that Peterbilt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, 359.
Yeah, Dad bought what is it, an 86? No,
Yeah, it's an 86 359.
Peterbilt. It's a beauty. Real sweetheart. He's got her looking pretty good. Got most of the
sanding the fuck out of the roof cap because whoever did the Bondo job on there fucked up royally.
Yeah,
put slathered about a half inch of Bondo on there and it's just chipping off. Like, who the fuck did this shit? Some Hutterite.
It's custom.
Yeah, it's fucking custom dog shit.
Yeah,
but it's custom.
Yeah, it's dog shit. Yeah, but it's custom. Custom dog shit.
Given the semi-shit nature of the vehicle.
Yeah.
With the shit fenders and the slick paint job.
With the slick shit and the shit fenders.
Fuck. You know what I want for a car? And you can laugh at me all you want. But
right.
I want a Volkswagen Rabbit.
We had one for years, Gump.
I know. And now that it's gone, I want it.
Talk to Charles. He'll be dropping a motor into it, I'm sure. Because I think he had a motor for it.
Yep.
So it's probably up and running by now.
Well, see, no, but I wouldn't, like, I would put a huge motor in it.
Drop an LS in it.
Yeah, I'd put a fucking Corvette engine in
and put
there.
a rear wheel drive. Like, put a diff in the back, make a rear wheel drive.
Aren't they rear wheel drive?
No, they're front wheel drive.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, fuck that then. I'll pick something else. Pick an old...
Yeah, I mean, it's totally possible if you have... What?
Are the Golfs front wheel drive too?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're all front wheel drive?
They're all front wheel drive.
That's stupid.
They're little compact cars. They've been front wheel drive for years. Like,
yeah, but that's no fun. How are you supposed to put power to the road if you only got front wheel drive?
Do you know Cadillac had front wheel drive cars?
Yeah, my Buick's front wheel drive. Cadillac's front wheel drive.
Yeah, but they had front wheel drives in 1960.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had front wheel drives with the Cadillac 500 in it. They're big block.
Yeah, but it's not cool.
It is cool because when you're sitting in those cars cruising down the road, there's no hump where the transmission is. It's just perfectly flat across.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's cool. You're like,
so then no one gets shafted.
That's right.
No one gets shafted having, like, the short guy doesn't have to sit on the hump. Well, now I'm intrigued because I always had to sit on the fucking hump.
You had to ride bitch. Well, there's still bitch. Like, you have to sit in the middle, but
yeah, but at least your fucking knees aren't in your eyeballs.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the worst. Oh, I watched The Founder yesterday, last night.
Is that the McDonald's?
Yeah, it's about the guy who created the International McDonald's Corporation.
I watched it too about
a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I think that came out in like 2016 or something. Yeah. I never seen it until last night. It was great. It's a really good.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Ray Kroc. That's the guy who he founded the McDonald's company.
He played a villain in something. No.
Oh, Michael Keaton. Yeah, he played Beetlejuice.
Did he?
Yeah, Michael Keaton played Beetlejuice. He played fucking...
Shit, I didn't know that.
Didn't he play...
he played a bad guy in Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. He played Vulture.
Spider-Man.
He played Vulture in that new Spider-Man that came out a few years ago.
He just plays that typical douchebag dad.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Suburb douchebag dad.
Oh, he's really good. What's that movie?
Drives
Birdman.
Drives a 2006 BMW and he's just mortgaged out the ass. You know how it is.
Who, Michael Keaton or the characters he plays?
Well, yeah.
I'm thinking Michael Keaton is financially okay. Yeah, he's been in some bangers.
That's true. He just
movies.
Looks like he's mortgaged out the ass.
Yeah. No, he's great. He was in that movie Birdman. It's about this Hollywood actor dude who tries and writes a Broadway play and break into like the high society play.
When was this movie set?
Like recently. He tries to break into the high society New York playwright sort of scene going on there.
Yep.
And everyone's like, oh, all these people are like snobby towards him, like, oh, well, you Hollywood actors think you can just do anything or whatever, but that's not artwork that you do. He's like, oh. It's really good. It's a really good movie, actually. It's got Emma Stone in it, plays his daughter.
Nice.
She's just like always smoking weed and shit. It's really quite funny.
Nice. I bet Emma Stone is a nice person.
I don't spend my time wondering what celebrities are like.
Oh, I don't either.
Well, you just did.
Well, I can't spend 2 seconds doing it.
No. You can, but what
You're gonna tell me how I should spend my time, Gump?
You can, but that's 2 seconds you'll never get back. And for you folks getting this far, that's 45 minutes you'll never get back, fuckers.
Suck on that.
The even sadder part is we're not even making money off of the time that you're spending on it.
No, we're wasting time just like you are. We're providing a service free of charge.
No, the charge is your soul. 45 minutes worth of your soul.
I told you already, souls don't exist.
Well, if you ask, well, he's dead now, but Roger Penrose, mathematician, physicist guy, he's been working on the theory, or he worked on the theory that there's a quantum mechanics aspect to the human brain, and that is where sort of consciousness comes from, and that could be considered what the soul is, because it's a well, we just don't understand it, but
we just can't figure out the math.
We just can't. Well, you'd have to find. We don't have the measurement tools to measure quantum mechanics in the human brain,
right?
Yet, that's the problem. Like, how do you measure? So far in the brain, we can measure down to protons and stuff. Yeah. But how do you measure smaller than that? We don't know yet.
Right. And we can measure how those protons act with each other.
Yeah, that's like an MRI. What an MRI does is it magnetizes your whole body, and then measures how long it takes for every individual atom to orient itself back to its original charge.
Right.
Because what'll happen is it'll polarize every single atom in your body, and then they'll all go back to normal.
Huh.
And depending on the tissue density and all that shit, they can figure out what's what, and that's how they image. That's how they create the image.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I never really figured out how or looked into it either, but yeah, because you're never supposed to have anything metal going into there, and I was like, oh, what do the magnets have to do with it? Or
yeah, because it magnetizes basically
your entire body.
It magnetizes your entire body at the atomic level.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked.
Well, brother.
It's a decently long episode. It's only 47 minutes. That's about standard length.
That's pretty good for a Wednesday.
Pretty good for a Wednesday. Chinese food is kicking in. I'm already hungry.
I'm dreary, and I want to go home.
I am home. This is where I live now, in the studio.
Yeah.
I set up a cot over there.
I even looked.
I wash my socks in the
recycling bin.
In the recycling bin, using dirty old beard water.
Juices.
The fucking garbage juice to wash my socks. Times are tough, man.
Yeah, times are tough. We're not making a dime off this show.
That's okay.
Doesn't mean we're going to stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Well, I mean, why would I care if I make money or not?
No, I don't give a fuck.
It was never about money.
It's about the message. It's never about the money. It's about the message.
Aha, aha, aha. And I thought my jokes were bad.
I will make this pencil disappear.
Voila!
All right, enough Batman quotes.
That's a good movie.
It is. Oh.
I'm like a dog chasing cars, you know?
All right,
well, I guess we'll sign off.
See you, everybody.
Take care, y'all.